Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
I actually watched a video. I don't know about the authenticity of the video or not. It shows that there is this person in London or a London mall, and everybody is shopping for Christmas, and a lot of Christmas lights and trees, and people are shopping. And in the middle of the mall, he calls the adhan and makes it very difficult for other people to, continue shopping, and does a prayer in front of people, like a congregation prayer, in a provocative way. I don't know how to feel about it, but there are a lot of people who commented negatively about this. What do you think of a situation like this?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu rasulullah. Unfortunately, we live in Sheikh on a time of likes and fame and everybody looking to do whatever he can to get attraction online.
Sensations.
Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about this person's intention because I don't know what his intention is, but it is a lot of people who have seen lately doing stuff which is weird, strange, stupid if you want. What is sad about stuff like this, when people try to justify this by saying, this is iqamat sha'airillah, this is the declaration of the deen, this is showing the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is da'wah and stuff like that. Obviously, it's the opposite, in my opinion. It's not a da'wah, it's not a, especially if it's done in a provocative way, or especially done in people's way. People busy shopping, we want to pass by. This is more of a show, putting a show, than, in my opinion, than anything else, especially in such time and situation that we're living in. But if the person's intention is absolutely pure, absolutely he really think that, just an ignorant. This is not part of iqamat sha'airillah or anything like that. You want to make adhan, call adhan in the masjid, call adhan in your community, not in the middle of the mall while people are shopping, where the majority are non-Muslim. Who are you calling to adhan? The non-Muslim to pray? Alhamdulillah, many places now provide, area for prayer. Even if you want to pray in the mall, you can pray, but not in people's way, not on people walking, not to basically block them from going through, hallways or anything of that nature, or inside a store.
Right.
That's not your place. That's not
You should
right
ask
place.
permission if you want
Yeah,
to do something like this.
I would not support such actions. You can pray in the parking lot if you want. It's now these days in London, it's going to be so cold to do that, and wet as well. But if that's what you want, also, if you do that in the parking lot, make sure that you don't do it in a way that take people's parking or cause disturbing to the norm, to the practice for what this place purposely was made for. If you want to pray in a mall, you can go to the fitting room. That's where there is more sakina, more like by yourself, is not showing off. If you want to give da'wah to people, you can put a table to tell people about Islam. You can inform them about the religion. Definitely this is, and you can tell from the comments, does not have the positive impact, it has a negative impact. It was the opposite.
Exactly.
And people have to be wise. It's just not about doing something. It's about doing something that is beneficial.
Right.
فذكر
إن نفعت الذكرى.
Yeah. Also, I want to say that many times, Allah Shaykh, I don't know, I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but sometimes I feel people do this just for the sake of making Islam look, irrelevant or annoying religion, or purposely done to give negative impression about religion. So they are like, enemy of the religion and just act like as if they are part of it or part of the community.
It could be, yeah.
So there is possibility for that too. Some people do things which is just provocative, like for the sake of creating more controversy about Islam, and then they themselves, either they're ignorant or they are enemy. I'll tell you something, like I heard Shaykh al-Ghazali rahimahullah said, Muhammad al-Ghazali, the later one.
Yes.
He said, إن أعداء الإسلام يستفيدون من الجاهل أكثر من الخائن. He said that the enemy of Islam will benefit from an ignorant Muslim than a traitor. Those who hate Islam, they found in ignorant Muslims more substance than a traitor. That he will help their cause in attacking the religion more than a traitor.
That's right.
And it's very true. So I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I need to give us also ikhlas and to give us strength in our deen. And I would like to say one point. I'm not against that I'm not against that the person display his commitment to the religion in public square or public place. No. I think if you're playing soccer as a kids in high school or in college, you can go into the sideline and to make your salah. You know, if you're fasting, you can stop and make iftar. We're not talking about that. That's a good thing. I'm in the mall, I go to the side, in a corner and I pray. I am at work, office, I can take on the side a spot and go pray. That's nice. And if we can have a prayer area, it would be nice. But just to go like in the middle of the way or in a provocative way or just to instigate peoples and like to cause disturbing, that's not correct. That's not right.
And that's how I felt about it, actually.
Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khair, Shaykh.
Yeah.
Thank you.